Hi everyone, today we are continuing with the book of Acts, and we are in the second part of chapter 8 where we find in verse 26 we find an angel appearing to Philip, and he says to him, go south. And the Bible tells us that Philip was obedient and he headed south. He headed from Jerusalem to Gaza, and on his way there he came across an Ethiopian eunuch. Now an Ethiopian eunuch was someone who was a high official, and he was the treasury of the Kandake, which means that he was a treasury to the queen of the Ethiopians. And as he was there, he was reading the book of Isaiah, and as Philip was passing, he heard him read this part of the book of Isaiah, and he asks him, do you understand what you're reading? And the man says, no, how can I understand if no one is explaining it to me? And then Philip was invited into a chariot as well, and then he began to explain to him what it meant, because he was reading a part where he was saying that like a sheep he was led to the slaughter, but he was silent. He never said anything. And then he explains to him the gospel behind that, and we find that on their journey they got to a place where there was water, and the Ethiopian says to Philip, hey, here's water, what is stopping me from being baptized? And at that moment he was baptized. The Ethiopian eunuch was baptized. What we see here is that someone was obedient to God, and it led to someone's salvation. It led to someone even being baptized. And I just want to challenge us today to be obedient to the Holy Spirit as he gives us that gentle nudge to say, hey, speak to that person, speak to that co-worker, speak to that man you're meeting somewhere as you're walking. Let us be obedient so that we can see the fruit of God's love and see his salvation. Be blessed.